From dust to breathe, you spoke us alive. Put fire in our lungs, light in our eyes. The ground was new, the morning was wide, and love stood up for the very first time. You set us down where the rivers run free. Said walk with me, said this is peace. No fear in the air, no weight in our chest. Just life in full color, nothing less. Oh. Every step was holy ground. Oh. Every sound a joyful sound. Adam and Eve, lift your voice and sing. This is the life that you call very good. Hand in hand, let the whole earth hear it. Love was born where the garden stood. We won't be quiet, we won't pretend. This was the start of how you intend. Adam and Eve, first love, first sound. Heaven and earth came crashing down. You walk with us in the cool of the day. No distance, no silence, no running away. Your voice in the trees, your breath in the wind. We didn't just know you, you live with us then. No shame in our skin, no cracks in our trust. You looked at our love and you called it enough. Oh. Marriage written into the ground. Oh. Two hearts, one rhythm, one sound. Adam and Eve, lift your voice and sing. This is the life that you call very good. Hand in hand, let the whole earth hear it. Love was born where the garden stood. We won't be quiet, we won't look down. Joy was the language before the fall. Adam and Eve, first love, first cry. Heaven came close, God walked inside. This is where love began. This is where you took a stand. Not a contract, not a plan, but a blessing from your hand. You didn't whisper, you didn't hide. You celebrated love alive. If this is how it all began, then let us live it once again. Adam and Eve, make a joyful noise. This is the sound of a God who rejoices. Every breath, every heartbeat loud. You said be fruitful, you said be proud. We won't be quiet, we won't forget. Love was your idea, you haven't left. Adam and Eve, first shout, first song. This is where we belonged all along. You walk with us, you still walk with us.
By the well where the day slows down, a quiet prayer on borrowed ground. A servant asked God lead the way before the words had time to fade. She came with kindness in her hands, more than was asked, more than was planned. Faith in her eyes, strength in her heart. Heaven was moving in the small. Not chance, not fate, not human sight, but love unfolding in your time. Isaac and Rebecca, called by grace, two open hearts in a chosen place. She said yes before she knew the road. trusting you with what she couldn't hold. From answered prayer to covenant love, this is a story you write for us. Isaac and Rebecca, hand in hand, led by you as you planned.
She left the home she'd always known, followed a call not her own, a journey marked by desert skies and promises she carried inside. And Isaac walked the fields at dusk, a life of waiting, quiet trust. When love arrived, it wasn't loud, it felt like peace settling down.
What you begin, see it through. Every promise still stands true. Isaac and Rebecca, called by grace to open hearts in a chosen place. She said yes before she knew the road, trusting you with what she couldn't hold. From answered prayer to covenant love, this is a story you write for us. Isaac and Rebecca, hand in hand, led by you as you plan. You guide the steps we cannot see. You meet us in obedience. Love is found where faith begins, where we let go and follow in. You don't rush, you don't delay. You move in quiet, perfect ways. Every yes becomes a door to more than we were waiting for. Isaac and Rebecca, chosen still, a love that bends to heaven's will, not built on fear or what we prove, but resting in your truth. From the well to evening fields, your faithfulness is what we feel. Isaac and Rebecca, peace made known, love that leads us home. You lead us still, we follow you.
I didn't come looking for anything, didn't think I'd be seen. I was just doing what needed doing, keeping my head down, keeping it clean. I'd learned not to expect too much, not to ask for space, not to need. Then you spoke like it mattered, that I was there at all. You didn't rush me, you didn't take my name, you just made it feel safe to stand where I was. And I stayed, not because I had to, not because I knew the end. I stayed because something in you didn't ask me to pretend. I didn't come for saving, I didn't come for proof. I stayed, 'cause staying felt true. You never made it complicated, never promised more than the day. You just left room for the silence and didn't look away. I'd been taught love comes with pressure, with something owed, something named. But you let me be where I was, and nothing felt the same. You didn't realize You just stood there steady and let the moment decide. So I stayed, not out of fear, not for a plan. I stayed because you saw me before I could stand. I didn't ask for tomorrow, didn't need it explained. I stayed, and somehow I was changed. Maybe love isn't fire, maybe it's weight, maybe it's choosing not to walk away. Maybe it's time and doing things right, and knowing when waiting is part of the light. So I stayed through the quiet and slow. I stayed when there was nowhere to go. I didn't need certainty, didn't need a sign. I stayed.
We weren't built on sparks or flame, not on the rush of a moment's name. We learned to listen, learned to stay when the road kept stretching out ahead. Side by side through open doors, unknown places, borrowed floors. Every call and every cost, love grew deeper, never lost. Not chasing light, not afraid of night. We learned to walk by faith, not sight. We stood on steady ground when the world was turning round. Love didn't need a crown, it just stayed through every season, every sound. Grace was where our feet were found. This is how forever's made, by love that stays. Every truth we came to know, we held it gently, let it grow. Not just words we spoke out loud, but lives that bowed and then stood proud. When faith was tested, stretched and tried, we didn't pull to separate sides. What was given we gave away, two voices learning how to pray. Not perfect love, but chosen still, hearts aligned to heaven's will. We stood on steady ground when the world was turning round. Love didn't need to shout, it stayed through every silence, every sound. Grace was where our feet were found. This is how forever's made, by love that stays. Oh, you are the God who joins our hands. You breathe your purpose into plans. While you unite, you hold as one. A work begun, a work not done. Not just for us, but for the way. Love teaches others how to stay. Every life our faith has touched was shaped by steady, faithful love. We stand on holy ground where your faithfulness is found. Love shaped by what you say, not what fades. Through every road and every town, grace still keeps our footing sound. This is how your kingdom's made, by love that stays. Oh, steady hearts, open hands, held together by your plan.
Low base for weight, no bright subs, no pop slacker. Said you were chasing something nobody else could see. Oh no, I felt it every time they stared, every time they shook their heads. But you never once defended yourself, you just kept building what you said. You carry the weight of it, never raising your voice. You weren't trying to win them over, you'd already made your choice. And I saw you when they tried to make you small. I saw you standing steady through it all. You love God more than being right, more than made me love you like I never knew I could. There were days I wanted answers, days I wished you let it go, days it felt too heavy to keep walking where we couldn't show. But every time you met the morning with that quiet sudden calm, I knew the faith you carried was deeper than the harm. Didn't ask me to believe it, didn't tell me not to fear. You just lived like God was faithful, even when He wasn't clear. And I saw you when the world called you a fool. Saw you choose the hard truth. You love God more than comfort, more than pride, more than proof. And watching you stay faithful like that taught my heart what love can do. Maybe love is not explaining, not demanding to be heard. Maybe love is standing next to someone when belief costs more than words. I didn't hear what you heard, I didn't see what you saw, but I trusted the man you were becoming more than the noise of them all. So I stood with you when it would have been easier to leave. I stood with you when doubt was loud in me. You love God with your whole life, not just the parts that look good. And loving you through all that waiting was the bravest thing I ever did. I saw you, I stayed. I saw you, I stayed.
We learn how to live with the quiet, how to wake up and still believe. Every prayer laid gently down, even when heaven didn't speak. Side by side in faithful rhythm, doing what we knew was right. We didn't measure love by answers, we measured it by staying the night.
We kept the altar burning low, even when the fire was slow. And when heaven remembered us, joy came softly, not in a rush. After years of trusting you, love was still enough. We didn't stop when hope fell thin. We didn't let the silence win. When heaven remembered us, every tear made sense.
There were seasons we didn't speak of, questions we learned not to ask. But every day we chose obedience, carried faith like sacred glass. Hands grown tired, hearts still open, promises we wouldn't bend. We loved you more than what you gave us, and that's where blessing found its end. Not because we earned the sign, but because you keep your time. And when heaven remembered us, joy came gently, filled with trust. All the years we walked unseen, you had numbered everyone. We didn't grow bitter in the wait, we didn't let our love decay. When heaven remembered us, you made the long road holy. You see the faithful in the quiet, you hear the prayers we barely say.
You are the God who keeps his promise, even when the answer waits. Well, you delay, you don't deny. What you plant will rise in time. And when heaven remembered us, life was born from all our trust. Every season, every year was held inside your love. We stand amazed, not at the gift, but at the God who never left. When heaven remembered us, you showed us who you are. Faithful then, faithful now, you always were. I was counting quiet days in a life that wasn't loud. Then the air around me shifted, and the room felt somehow bowed. I felt the weight before the joy, the fear before the grace. Something forming under my heart in a world that might turn its face.
I had plans like any man, built on work and solid ground. Then the truth arrived unannounced, with nowhere safe to set it down.
I could have taken the easier road, let the talkers have their say, but love has never followed sense when you're asked to choose to stay.
There's a cost in every calling,
the narrowing of ground,
but the one who holds the stars in place is not the one who lets us fall down. So I will stay when the road is dark, when the doorways feel too small. I will trust what I can't yet see, when it may deep in all the silence, where obedience took shape. So I will stay when the road is long, when hope feels paper thin. I will trust the one who sees what my eyes can't take me in. If this child is heaven's yes, then my life been somehow now. I don't need the end of the story, I am standing in it now. If my yes reshapes my life, then mine will stand beside it still. If the promise breaks the mold, then I will bear against the chill. Let it cost us reputation, let it lead us through the night. What is shaped in quiet places will be kept within the light. So we will stay through joy and pain, through the stable, through the play. For the love we carry now was never lightly made. We don't need the world's approval, we don't need to understand. We have mercy in our keeping, and tomorrow in His hand. I will stay, I will stay. He is with us on the way. We walk the road year after year, same hill, same song, same quiet tears. I carried along and I couldn't name. You carried my heart when I couldn't pray. I stood where the silence felt too loud. My lips moved but no sound came out. You didn't rush, you didn't speak, you just stayed right next to me. You loved me more than answers, you loved me where I was. This was the prayer we kept when hope felt thin and faith felt stretched. We didn't walk away, we stayed. We trusted God with what we couldn't say. If love is patient, strong and kind, if faith is waiting over time, then this was worship, this was trust, this was the prayer we kept. You never measured me by shame, never spoke my sorrow's name. When others watched and whispered low, you saw the woman I would grow. I gave my grief into God's hands, made a vow I didn't understand. And in the stillness of that place, peace found me before change, before the answer ever came. You called me blessed all the same. This was the prayer we kept through every tear we never said. We laid it down and lifted praise, trusted God to make a way. If love is holding without control, if faith is giving up the throne, then this was worship, this was trust, this was the prayer we kept.
You remember what And when the prayer was answered, joy arrived without regret. What was given back to you, you return with life and breath. We learned that love doesn't cling, it opens hands and still believes. This was worship, this was trust, this was the prayer we kept. We packed our lives into a promise, left the place we'd always known. You said trust me like it mattered, like the road would make us whole. Every mile rewrote our future, every night I learned to wait. I held the sound of what you told us when the silence came back late. You don't rush the ones you love, you let the waiting do its work. We laughed in the dust when the dream fell late, when hope wore thin and time wouldn't wait. But love doesn't die just because it's old, and promises don't rust when they're held. If faith is staying when proof is gone, if love is trusting all along, then this was more than foolish hope. This was a future spoken slow. I watched your faith grow quieter, not weaker, just more real. You didn't shout at heaven anymore, you learned how trust can feel. I carried doubt inside my body, wore it like a second skin, but something still kept breathing every time you spoke again. You don't break the hearts you keep, you bring the miracle in deep. We laughed in the dust when the world said no, when nothing moved and years still flow. But love doesn't count the cost of time, it just keeps showing up and trying. If faith is hope with tired eyes, if love is choosing not to hide, then this was more than waiting long. This was a promise holding on. I didn't need you to be loud, I just needed you to stay. And every time I stopped believing, you believed enough for both of us that day. Maybe miracles don't shout, maybe they arrive like grace, soft as laughter in the dust, impossible and still await. We laughed in the dust and heaven smiled, turned worn out years into a child. Not because we earned the joy, but because you never let it go. If love is patience dressed as trust, if faith is hope that doesn't rush, then this wasn't time wasted at all. This was love learning how to fall into your hands, into your hands.
before the witnesses were gathered, before the promises were named. You spoke a union into being and called it holy, called it flame. Not a contract made for comfort, not a feeling passing through, but a joining shaped in heaven that reflects the heart of you. You looked at dust and breath and longing, and you said this will be one, not divided, not discarded, a work of grace begun. This is covenant, not convenience, not a vow we walk away from when it's hard. This is love that bears your image, written deeper than the heart. When the world demands conditions, when our strength is not enough, we are held inside a promise, born of sacrificial love. Bound to lives in faithful keeping, not because they would not fail, but because your mercy carries what our weakness cannot hold. In the choosing and the staying, in the dying to the self, marriage mirrors resurrection, love poured out and given health. What you join, you stand beside. What you bless, you see it through. You are present in the breaking and the making of the two. This is covenant, not convenience, not a feeling fading with the years. This is holy ground we're standing, held through joy and held through tears. When the fire burns down to embers, when the song is hard to sing, we remember you are faithful to the vows we didn't bring. You are witness to the promise, you are strength when we are weak. You are author of the union that our language cannot speak. Not by power, not by striving, but by grace that learns to stay. Marriage stands because you hold it every ordinary day. This is covenant, God breathing sacred, more than passion, more than choice. This is love.